Hey y'all, my name is LaDonna and I'm a new homeschooling mom. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you could join us. Today I just want to take a few moments and tell you what it is we're reading. I want to share with you what my 5th grader is reading for this month, what my 3rd grader is reading for this month, what our read alouds are, and what I'm personally reading. So if you are interested in this kind of thing, I hope you stick around. If you would like to see more videos about this, please tell me in the comments. This is new for me, so I'm learning what to share, what people are interested in, and what it is you want to hear more about. So let's just go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start with my 5th grader. So my 5th grader is my oldest, my boy, my fella. He's 10 years old. And basically what I do for both of my children, they have a big selection to pick from, and I just give them the freedom to pick what it is that they want to read. I really want their reading to be interest-led. I mean, obviously there are some things in there that kind of correlate with what they are learning, but for the most part, I just want it to be interest-read, or interest-led. But I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share with you what it is he has selected and what my 3rd grader has selected. So let's go ahead and jump in. So far, for the month of October, he started out with Hatchet in September, and he actually finished it up this month. So he really enjoyed it. You know, this is based off of a true story, and it is about a boy who survives in the woods after a plane accident. So my fella is an outdoorsman. He loves all things outside, hunting, and all of those sorts of things. So anyway, he really enjoyed this. My husband's actually reading through it right now, but he finished it up at the beginning of October. He didn't start it in October. So his next pick was this book about wildlife. And basically it was just about this boy who runs after a dog. I really don't know exactly the dog's connection to the family, but they make their way back home. He really enjoyed it too. He read this really quick. This was a quick read for him. When I kind of flipped through it, you know, the words on the page are kind of big. Let me go to the back. Let me tell you how many. There's 21 chapters. So he read that fairly quickly, and he really enjoyed it. So again, he's an outdoorsman. This is the kind of stuff that he likes. So he finished that one up, and then he started, what page is he on in this one? He's on page 85. He started Moccasin Trail probably a week and a half ago. And I don't know exactly what this one is about. I think this is a boy who has lived with Indians, and he grew up in this lifestyle. So he hasn't said a whole lot about it. I think it started off a little slow for him, but it seems to be picking up, and he's enjoying it. If you want to hear more about this, when he's done, I can give you some more information. This one is a little bit harder. As you can see, the words are smaller, and this book has... Let me see if you want to know. I can't seem to find it. I think there are over 25 chapters in this book. There might be 26. I think there are 26 chapters in this book. So anyway, this one is a little bit more of a challenge, but he's enjoying it. Okay, my 3rd grade girl, who is 8 years old. She is my reluctant reader, if any of you have heard me talk about her and her journey. So of course all of her reading is interest-led, and she's doing really well. So the same thing for her. She finished up the littles right at the end of September, and she liked it. She's more of an animal lover, so she was really excited to move on from that, and she immediately picked up Tornado. She loved Tornado. She finished this really quickly. This is not a thick book, as you can tell, but again, interest-led, and I want her to I want to build up her confidence when it comes to reading. So again, we just let her pick, and she has thicker books and thinner books. So I've been guiding her toward more of these thinner books, and when she finishes them, we celebrate. So she really enjoyed this, and of course what she is currently reading is Sam the School Pony, and she really likes it. It's a funny little book. Let me see what page she is on. She is on page 31. So again, a fairly easy read. You can kind of see the pages. The words on the pages aren't that big, but she's enjoying it, and we are enjoying the fact that she is enjoying it. So what I do for both of them is they have these bookmarks, and I set a 20-minute timer, and they have to at least read for 20 minutes a day. They can read more than that, but the minimum is 20 minutes, and they're loving it. They're enjoying it. We keep a reading log, and it is a part of our homeschool day. So what we are reading aloud this month so far, we're going through the Tuttle Twin books. We've already read 1 and 2. We've read 3 and 4, and they really enjoyed these two. These two had a little bit more of a story to them. The first two did as well, but the topics of these two, both of my kiddos really enjoyed them, and they're fun. They really like those. So we read that in our afternoon basket. We have a morning basket and an afternoon basket, and our afternoon basket is more of government and law focused right now. So as far as our read alouds, we are doing a missionary study this year. So we are reading through the lives of different missionaries. This month, I'm trying to think, when did we start school? We started school the end of August, and that was Hudson Taylor. So this month we read about Gladys Allward, and right now we're currently reading Eric Liddell. We started off with Hudson Taylor, and we loved Hudson Taylor, but these are our two that we've read. We're reading this month. We've only got a few more chapters in Eric Liddell, and we'll finish it. But can I just say, y'all, the Gladys Allward book, fantastic. Of course, all of the missionary books that we've read so far are amazing, but Gladys's story is just it's one of those God stories. You really can't explain it, but the authors, the people who planned and organized this book, they did a fantastic job with details and writing about her story and all the things that she experienced and what God did in her life and through her life. My children looked forward to this every single morning. I did not have to tell them it's time to sit down and do our read aloud. They pulled it out, and they were ready to learn about Gladys Allward. They've even asked about other things as far as movies and books that we can look into to learn more about her. I have not gotten that far yet. There is a movie out. I'm a little hesitant to the movie because the movie talks about her having a romantic interest. I don't know if that's true or not. Everything I've looked into says otherwise, but I've been a little bit hesitant. But anyway, if you're looking for something, if you're looking for another missionary book, if you're looking something for action, just surprise, this was really good. We really loved it. So Eric Liddell has been great too. They've done a good job of telling his story, but Gladys, she had a little bit more anticipation, action, those kinds of things in her story, and my children loved it. So what am I personally reading right now? I am reading this book by Jenny Allen. It's called Get Out of Your Head. If you can see that, it's one of her new books. It says Stop the Spiral of Toxic Thoughts. I love Jenny Allen. I've read some of her work before. I'm about halfway through, maybe. I'm on chapter 10, and there are, let me get to it for you so you can have an idea. There are 14 chapters in this book. No, I'm sorry, 16 chapters. Yes, there are 16 chapters in this book. It's broken up into 3 parts. Really, really good. This is the kind of stuff that I go for. Just kind of helps keep me on track. I like to spend about 3 weeks on a book. I'm also an online student, so the things that I'm reading interest-wise. I kind of sometimes have to put the brakes on it a little bit, but this is what I'm reading. If you'd like to hear more about this book, I'd love to talk about it, but really great book. I don't know if any of you are interested in this, but obviously the approach, she tells a little bit of her story, her struggle, what it is that she was wrestling with in a certain season of her life, and what she did to overcome that. And obviously her approach, and she shows you the biblical model within Scripture. So really great book, a really great resource if you're looking for anything like that. So this is my current read, and then my current Bible study. This is a Bible study I'm going through with the ladies at our church. It's called Jesus and Women. It's pretty new. It's put out by Lifeway. I don't know if any of you are interested in Bible studies, but this has really been fantastic. We're 4 weeks into it. It is nothing like I thought it would be. To be honest, I was a little hesitant by the title because I thought, oh, that's just a little too trendy right now, but really, really fantastic if you're looking for something that has history-based, a little bit more context as to why things happened the way that they did. It kind of helps you see things through the eyes of the Middle Eastern culture. This is something I encourage you to look into. So anyway, this is what my family and I are currently reading. What are you guys reading? What are you reading personally as a mom? What are your students reading, and what are your read alouds? I would love to hear about them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.